So the WNBA is starting its season, and the NBA completed its season. I'll take the WNBA. Thank you very much.
Makes two of us. Caitlin Clark's going to be a lot more impressive. Let's go!
On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Kevin Durant, you should have never left California.
This bronzesexual will upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised that the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Oh, yeah! Time to get this party started. Good morning. Welcome to the Manic Moronic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. The boys are with me, the Big Dawg Shane Lake, the Hired Sword Victor Locke, a.k.a. Vicala.
I gotta ask, why did you use moronic?
I'm
already not liking today.
I'm not. Listen.
It's too early in the morning for this.
Let me borrow from Victor here. I had a WNBA segment planned and ready, and y'all saw it.
Yes, we did.
Y'all saw it. I gave it to you in the pre-show. Hell, I emailed it to you the night before. Y'all saw it, right?
Yes, we did.
But
at 6:59 and 59 seconds this morning, I got a comment from the blankety blank moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation.
Right on time for them, I guess.
Well, crap.
My wife don't like the Cowboys. She just walked by. She just walked by me and gave me a kiss and walked out the door.
I think I'm the only one that does like the Cowboys at this point.
What sane person likes the Cowboys?
And let me welcome everybody to our first 8 a.m. show as we make the permanent move to 8 a.m. So welcome everybody. Back to business.
First one in how many seasons?
6 seasons.
We're back.
Six seasons since we've been on at 8 a.m. and we're here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to read something to you.
Oh, for the love of God.
Which is what I said.
Here we go.
Strap in, boys.
Sit back, relax, and strap it down. It said, quote, The Dallas Cowboys have won the offseason, and they're going to the Super Bowl. Close quote.
Who came up with that lie?
I will not reveal his name. I can't reveal his name.
You know,
Victor, you've had more experience with the Moronic Republic.
not by choice.
Not by
None
choice.
of us want to deal with it by choice. We're forced
Not by
to.
choice.
Here's
Not
the
by
thing.
choice at all.
I woke up this morning with an unnatural headache. So I took ibuprofen.
Now you know why. Now you know
Yeah.
why.
So I took 2 ibuprofen. I'm like, okay, I should be good for a couple of hours. No, apparently, early in the morning, I get to have another headache.
Yeah.
First and foremost, let's break this down since we're going to do this.
Oh, for the love of God, here we go.
In what way did the Cowboys, who made one move throughout the entire offseason,
And that fell in their lap.
Yep.
how'd they win? How'd they
that-
win in the offseason?
Listen,
What
that
type
move
of
fell in their lap?
Rick and Morty alter universe did they win this offseason? Like, seriously, come on now.
Let me ask a question.
Yes.
Did the Cowboys get a replacement for Tony Pollard?
No.
Did the Cowboys get any offensive line help?
No.
Did the Cowboys get another wide receiver that can help CeeDee Lamb carry the load?
No.
Did the
Oops.
Cowboys find
CeeDee Lamb's gonna need a back replacement after this season.
Hold on.
Oh, dear
Did the
God.
Cowboys get something they haven't had in almost 2 decades? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's right. A franchise quarterback.
No.
No.
So how in the world did they win?
I don't know.
This is what I mean by the
Really don't know.
I was it in the words of the great wise El Jefe, Snowman, I wish you had that button right now. Because the Moronic Republic, and there's a shot to the EP of all EPs, Cole Johnson.
Yes, sir.
They are
Yes, sir.
tone deaf.
I wish I'd have snatched that element. They are tone deaf. They haven't had.
Where in the world can you sit there with a straight face and say the Cowboys won anything
You can't.
besides the
Moronic-
offseason?
The
You
Moronic
can't.
Republic must be drinking a lot of that Geritol.
They won you know what they won? The offseason.
Yes, they have.
Because that's what they always pick come free agent and draft time.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
And I hate the fact that we're opening up with this, but I came here. Listen, let me tell everybody what happened. I came here into my office, got ready. All right. This is after I raced to pick up Sonya and brought her back. I got ready because she gets done earlier now. I got ready. All right. I was fine. I have everything in front of me, especially when I produce the podcast this afternoon. That's gonna rock. I can't wait. And then
that happened
at 6:59
and 59
seconds. And all the comments and responses underneath, which I will not repeat here.
I don't know what's worse. This or the 5.6 seconds after the final gun when the Cowboys got spanked by Green Bay.
Flip a coin. That's all I have
don't
to
know
say.
what's worse. This is
Flip a coin.
Oh my God, my brain hurts.
Flip a coin, man. Your brain hurts. Your brain hurts.
I'm a Patriots fan and my brain hurts.
It's just like
I'm a 49er fan and my brain really hurts. Listen.
My ass got up this hour of the morning to talk about the Moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation. Really?
I'm sorry, Big Dog. I did everything possible to hold it in.
here's
Okay?
the thing, Big Dog. You got a reprieve at least some point because you can step away from it. I can't. Because even when I'm not here, I still got a Discord full of these fools.
I'm sorry.
I am so glad I'm not on that Discord. I'd be putting my foot in so many butts it wouldn't be funny.
Same.
You know what? Give me that Discord. I'm going to do it anyway.
Why do you think I wear brown shoes every day?
There you go.
Why do you think I've got black shoes?
Because he's put his foot in so many butts. Right?
Exactly.
Oh, God. Victor, I feel for you this year. Let me change my sentence. I feel for you every year.
I appreciate it. I know I'm gonna get creamed because of it. Because this is the problem. I am a fan of the '91 Cowboys. When they were winning, when they actually knew how to win.
Yes.
The problem is that I am one of those few that actually still thinks about how to better the team and how to keep getting back to that sense of winning.
I love it.
And for some reason, I am stuck with a majority of screaming morons who are like, we don't need to change anything. They need to start giving us the trophy. They need to start giving us the Lombardi trophy. Because we're the Dallas Cowboys.
No.
We go to Super Bowl every year because we're the Dallas Cowboys.
No.
In the words of Will Ferrell, to the Moronic Republic, they think that people hate us because they ain't us.
I really don't care. At this point, I really don't give 2/5 of a half of a damn.
I don't even. It's just.
I really don't. I really don't give 2/5 of a half of a damn about this. But it rubbed me the wrong way so much that I had to say something. I had to respond. I had to respond. And I've been told all this time I've been told, don't respond. Victor even advised me, don't respond, then they won't say anything. Baloney.
Well, it's like how Lewis Black used to say, when you hear something like, if I hadn't have bought that horse, I would have spent that year in college.
Oh, dear Lord. Lewis Black.
He's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean the Cowboys won the offseason? Heck, if anyone won the offseason, it's Baltimore. If anyone won the offseason, it was the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore, then Kansas City, then Philadelphia, then San Francisco.
I mean, in their own twisted way, the Bears kind of won too, because they lucked into a top tier running back. Now, how they're going to do with it, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with them.
That's why I think they lost.
They lucked into a top tier running back. Excuse me.
You know why I'm saying that's why
I do. But I do a go me on this. If anyone won, it was Baltimore, because not only do they still have Lamar Jackson, now you pair him with Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's one thing the Ravens have proven last year, is they know how to run the football.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
And now you have Derrick Henry, who is the epitome, the definition of run the football.
King Henry himself.
Let's see. King Henry, Christian McCaffrey, perhaps, who led the league in rushing.
If anything, the Cowboys lost offseason because they gave away Tony Pollard.
For nothing.
Now, granted, Tony Pollard wasn't anything really to write home about, not compared to Zeke, but at least we had something in the backfield. Now we have nothing in the backfield. Oh, wait. I guess that means that Dak could be running another 150 times, or 50 times per game, I guess.
They gave him away for nothing.
Please tell me today's show is going to go much better than this, Snowman. I mean, honestly.
It is. It is. Trust me.
Good.
It's gonna go a lot better. It's gonna get a lot better. It has to, right?
My brain hurts so bad.
I think we need a break.
Yep.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Coming
do.
up, the WNBA draft is tonight. We're going to be there. Kinda. But
And
we'll
so
tell you
should
who
you.
our picks are. And in our pre-show meeting, they kind of line up with what everybody else is picking. Except for a couple. We'll go through all that when y'all get back.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I know this is going to come back to haunt me, but I take Carson Wentz over Zach Wilson.
Oh, no. And Dante walks off.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
I know Victor's response after that first segment. You fool! And
That was the one right there. That second one.
Yeah.
That was That was the one.
I
So
needed more Tylenol.
I needed more coffee. Coffee with McCarthy will come at the bottom of the hour. Now, let's talk WNBA draft, shall we? It is tonight. It is at 7:30, and we will be covering it live as we'll go up a half hour early with our pre-draft coverage. Man, the motorcycles are out this morning.
Yes, they are.
Must be a decent
it's
enough day to
warm.
ride.
It's warm.
It's 70 degrees this morning. The hell with it.
Nice.
Take that.
All right. The Indiana Fever have the first pick, and they're going to select Caitlin Clark.
They'd be a fool not to.
Duh.
They'd be a fool not
So
to.
we can just get that out of the way. Caitlin
Right.
Clark has changed women's basketball and has changed, in a way, it changed basketball.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like I said
Forever.
before, not since the inception of the WNBA, when Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops came out, have we seen such an excitement and anticipation for women's basketball. And I want to say that, and people may not like it, but I'm just speak the truth to shame the devil. I think the popularity of WNBA really took a hit with one name, Brittany Griner.
Shut up. And I'm not saying shut up because of your statement. I'm saying shut up because of that name.
Because
we talked. Listen, folks, we have a pre-show every morning.
Yeah, we do.
What we're going over. We had a pre-show this morning. Victor mentioned that name, and I walked out.
I've never known anyone to be so unlikable than Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
And the way that she was with people like DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh dear.
God.
Yeah, you guys remember that little stance
Dear God.
where she had the gall to call DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins, little man. Really? But There's a lot of damage that was done. But I think Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are going to not only repair that damage, but elevate the WNBA to heights I don't think we've ever seen before.
This entire class has the chance to not only rescue the WNBA, but make it thrive. I mean, hell, the Las Vegas Aces, the two-time champs, will move from a 12,000 seat arena to T-Mobile Center when they play Indiana. Ooh. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Yeah.
18,756. All right.
And every seat's going to be packed.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
With the second pick, and I'm reading off of yahoo.com here.
Okay.
The second pick goes to Los Angeles, and they project they will select Cameron Brink.
Oh,
forward out of Stanford.
So my prediction might actually come to pass then.
Man, look.
It's a possibility.
Cameron Brink is all of that at the forward position.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, she is.
I agree.
6'7", can move. Top 5. The Sparks were top 5 defense in 2023. They struggled to protect the rim. Your question's answered with Cameron Brink. I love.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they might end up moving her to center and still end up wanting to try to go 2 or 3 guard lineup for that matter.
I think so.
Another player that they may be interested in is most outstanding player Camila Cardoso from South Carolina.
Oh,
yeah, that would be entertaining because that would be an offensive spark for him.
But you get another rim protector. You get a low post center, which is what the Sparks have been known for in 30 years.
True,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But either one will make a great pick. With the third pick, the Chicago Sky, according to this in front of me, select Camila Cardoso from South Carolina.
Okay.
So either way, you got to figure Brink or Cardoso is going to go 2-3.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You got to look at it that way.
And both teams need to have the rim protector who can also put up 15 to 20 a night.
Especially Chicago.
And Cardoso, 14-9 on the season. You know she's going to get a lot more play. She's going to get a lot more run. And I'm not saying she didn't get that at South Carolina. She did. But she's going to be an immediate contributor to the Chicago Sky, which is going to elevate them. And we're going to cover the Sky here on the network this season. But you get a player that not only averaged 14-9, you get a player that averaged 2.6 blocks per game.
Yeah.
Defensive threat plus pulling down rebounds. It's going to really change what the Chicago's been doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
6'7" of Camila Cardoso. Now, the last player that the Chicago Sky had that made that kind of difference was Elena Deladon.
Yeah.
When she was drafted out of Delaware. And then Candace Parker came home. And, of course, she got the Sky their championship 3 years ago.
She sure did. And we got a chance to watch her when she was in Whitney Young, I believe.
Naperville Central.
Naperville Central.
Still fun to watch, though.
Absolutely.
With the fourth pick, and it belongs to the Sparks, and they select Aaliyah Edwards out of UConn. Instant impact.
Yeah. That's a warning shot. That is a warning shot.
6'3" and a 6'5" wingspan. Defense is going to be the name of the game with Aaliyah Edwards, and boy, can she play defense! She showed it in the Final Four in Cleveland.
That's what I was thinking, is that she's a defensive threat, and it looks like with picks 2 and 4, the Spark will position themselves to be that dynamo that they need to be.
Easily.
I like what I see already. If these predictions are held up, I like what I'm seeing from the Sparks.
Speaking of having an impact, with the fifth pick, the Dallas Wings select Rickea Jackson from Tennessee. Averaged 19 points and 8 rebounds per game. Dished out a couple of assists and averaged 31 minutes per game.
A workhorse that can drop possibly 20 a night.
Yes, indeed.
Now the evaluators are saying that she dropped, according to some predictions in the draft. This is going to be a fun draft to cover tonight, guys.
I don't know if I would call it
easily.
I don't know if I would call it a drop. It's just more that this is a very stacked class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is beyond stacked. I mean,
this is a stacked class. So, of course, you're going to have your projections go up or down because there'll just be people who are that much better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that that person's stock has fallen, in my opinion.
no, because it's just a matter of what teams need. And we all know, honestly, the Sparks are going to end up needing a defensive threat, plus B, someone to protect the rim and get you 20 and 10 a night.
Mm-hmm.
To the 6th pick, and it belongs to the Washington Mystics, and they select J.C. Sheldon, a guard out of Ohio State. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, averaged 33 minutes per game. Had a chance to see her twice when they played Iowa. And J.C. Sheldon, yeah, playmaker.
One word, playmaker.
That's it. That's it.
And Washington needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There are so many players in this draft, y'all, that can do the job. That can do the job.
Yes.
And lift all these franchises. The 7th pick belongs to the Minnesota Lynx, and they select Angel Reese from LSU. And we already know
Wait, the 7th pick?
I'm a little surprised. I figured Angel would have gone at least 3 or 4.
I'm surprised too, but remember, Angel had an injury in the Elite 8.
Yeah, but
that's true.
She still played through that, though.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a problem. Are you sure it was the 7th or 8th?
I'm at 7 right now.
Okay, I'm looking at the different thing. Mine said 7th goes to the Sky, and then 8th goes to Minnesota, unless they moved up a spot.
That may have flipped.
Okay.
I got Chicago Sky at 7 and Minnesota at 8.
That's what I had too.
Okay. I'm looking at the wrong one.
I'm looking at the official draft board.
They are at 7. It's from Minnesota. So Chicago may wind up getting Angel Reese after all.
That would actually help them.
It would definitely help them. But I agree with you, Big Dog. I agree with you, Big Dog. I'm surprised that she would go so low as 7. Now, 7 is nothing to sneeze at, but
you know, still, I think the only reason the only reason she's going that low, again, the aforementioned injury, but the fact that she played through it as well as she did, still putting up 17 and 20 that game.
Yes,
I mean that I would figure that would have actually boosted her stock.
That's what I thought.
I mean, you get somebody that's willing to put their ankle on the line in a championship game or close enough to it in the playoff to actually put that up there and still drop 17 and 20. For me, that would be a stock booster.
Yeah, I think it would. I thought it would too.
I put it like this.
I can still see Angel Reese going to Chicago or going to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah, easily.
I put it like this. I think wherever Angel Reese goes, she's going to use that. If she does go at 7, she's going to use that motivation. Like, you guys want to put me that far low? Okay. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
Exactly. That'll be a driving force. That'll be a driving force for her.
How about an Eastern Conference final in the United Center with the Fever and the Sky?
I'm already seeing it.
For an Eastern Conference final.
That would be a sellout.
And that's a 3-game. And look, and that's a 3-game series.
Yes, it is.
You can't tell me they're not going to put 24,000 in the UC.
Oh my God!
Easily.
It'll be a payday. It'll be a payday for the UC.
And
let's be honest. With the way the Bulls have been, they needed it.
Facts.
Thank you. The 8th pick belongs to Minnesota, and they have them projecting to select Carla Leite out of France.
That's unique.
An international pick. Okay.
I had a chance to take a look at her footage very briefly.
Yeah.
I have a comparison.
Okay.
Because of her speed, Kevin Johnson.
Oh,
okay.
So she's going to be one of those to get up and down the floor quick types. Okay, so she's going to be a disruptor.
Yep, my comp to her is Kevin Johnson.
She'll be a disruptor.
Yep, she'll be in everybody's face defensively. That's the comp that I see so far.
Yeah.
That's the comp that I see so far.
That's good company.
Dallas drafts 9th, and they select Nika Mule out of UConn, named the Secretary of Defense. And you know the Dallas Wings love playing defense.
Yeah, that's kind of what's
and
made
this,
their.
And
that's how they made hate.
And this will be a shutdown defender for him.
Yep, it most certainly will. It most certainly will. Let's go to the 10th pick. It belongs to Connecticut, and they go to Australia according to this projection. Najee Pooch. I hope I said that right. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. Stands 6'3" with great defensive instincts, athleticism, and a 6'5" wingspan. Wow.
Okay. It sounds like it'll be an interesting addition for them.
It really is. Another international pick. It'll be very interesting to see how she's going to assimilate to U.S. ball.
It'll probably take a few games.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, a few games. Not a few years, a few games.
A few games.
Michelle Timms, anyone?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of going international for someone who's a defender at 6'3",
right?
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm intrigued too. 11 belongs to New York, and they select Markeisha Davis, a fifth-year guard out of Ole Miss. 14 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists per game, comes up with a steal and a half per game. The Liberty's goal this offseason was not only to improve their bench, which wasn't deep, but also to have more options to defend the perimeter. That's why they lost the finals last year to Las Vegas.
Yes.
They could not defend the perimeter.
And it sounds like they're picking up a defender.
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum ripped them apart in the finals last year.
Yeah, she did.
And all of it, especially from distance. All right. With the final pick in the first round, it belongs to Atlanta. Let me get this right. Move. Yep. From Las Vegas via Los Angeles. And with the final pick in the first round, Atlanta is projected to select ACC Player of the Year, Elizabeth Kitley out of Virginia Tech.
Ooh.
Comparisons to her are 6'4" Cheyenne Parker and 6'4" Tina Charles. So Atlanta's post size just got bigger.
Yeah.
And I believe, didn't she put up like 15, 16 a game?
Mm-hmm. And and at 6'7", Kitley is the defender that Atlanta needs around the rim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They need her. They need her around the rim. You know. All right. We'll go through round 2 very quickly. Chicago Sky with the 13th pick select Charisma Osborne out of UCLA. Osborne is a do-it-all kind of guard. You and I saw Charisma Osborne.
Yeah, we called that game.
Yep. 14 goes to Seattle, and they select Leilani Correa out of Florida. 17 points per game. And this is a projection, folks. This is all a projection. We'll have the live draft tonight. At 15, Indiana picks again, and they go guard with Celeste Taylor out of Ohio State.
Caitlin gets a little bit of help in the backcourt.
Yep. All right. 16 belongs to the champs, and they select Isabel Borlacci out of Australia.
More international flavor.
Yep. Yeah. And that's a guard. Liberty drafts 17, and they go to France with Leila Lacan at 5'11". She's a combo guard.
Okay.
That could be an interesting play.
Oh yeah. And you're gonna love this next pick, Shane. You're gonna love this next pick, and Victor, so are you. With the 18th pick, we're in the second round with the 18th pick. The Aces select Jalen Sherrod out of Colorado.
Hey, yo, let's go.
That's another person gonna be an impact player. Like I said, she highly impressed me when she went against Caitlin in Iowa.
That we covered that game, Iowa Colorado.
We did.
That was a matchup.
That was a matchup. I wouldn't be surprised if she really starts pulling some weight over there, especially with a team like the Aces.
All right, we're coming
she's
up on a
easily
break.
going to do it.
All right, we're coming up on a break, so let's go through the remainder of the round. Alyssa Pilley, 19 to Connecticut. Atlanta drafts 20. Daisha Fair out of Syracuse, averaging 22 points a game. Jazz Shelley goes 21 to Washington, and we saw Jazz in the Big Ten championship. She's going to be a good one for them. Tiana Jackson, who I saw early in the year, very, very tough player, gritty player, out of Kansas to Connecticut at 22. Number 23 goes to New York. They select Mackenzie Forbes, a combo guard forward from Southern California, and to finish the second round, Hannah Jump out of Stanford goes to Las Vegas.
That's intriguing.
You know what? Yeah. With every pick we've had, we've seen a great place. There really have been no wasted picks yet.
No, there haven't.
That's like we look at the NBA, and we see like where it's like, okay, this is a wasted pick.
LeBron James, anyone?
I wouldn't go there, but
LeBron James, anyone? All right, Dr. K's yelling at me to take a break, so let me take a break. When we come back, we'll have coffee with McCarthy, and I got a surprise for the boys at the top of the second hour. We'll be back.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on YouTube and where you can find podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Cause we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
The incomparable Wise just knows what to say at the right time, doesn't he? All right, we're toward the bottom of the hour, and I think it's time. I already got an extra cup. This is my third one today, but it's time for some coffee. Espresso McCoffee joins us this morning as he does every Monday. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's a little rainy, a little cloudy in the Northeast, but it's April too. So
yes,
sunnier days are ahead.
Yes, they are. All right. We had a quick talk in a pre-show about what to start with, and I think it's pretty obvious. The Coyotes are moving to Utah. What?
It's well, first of all, let me compliment you on throwing it back, kicking it old school with that bumper. Wiesel, the great Wiesel Jefe thing.
I will never ever forget that episode. And
it happened live.
It did.
Happened live.
It did. And he just looked so innocent, going, "Sorry, pardon me, my apologies."
My apologies.
We're all cracking up in studio. Thinking about it.
Yep.
All right. The Coyotes are moving to Utah. What?
Yep. So it's been kind of in flux over the past week or so. It was first announced that I think it was Frank Saravelli who came up with the news that the NHL had put out two schedules for next year. One had the Coyotes in Phoenix, Tempe, because they play at Mullet Arena. The other schedule was in Utah, and the Delta. Well, I don't think it's called the Delta Center anymore. I can't remember the name of
the Delta Center.
It's still the Delta Center. Oh, okay. It's still okay. So
yeah, they went back old school and they call it the Delta Center now.
All right, so I got that right. I mean, you figure what all the name changes that go on with corporate partnerships.
Man, don't get me started on don't get me started on that subject.
Listen, all right. Hyman's Union Center, which was the Pepsi Center, or so the Pepsi Arena, which was the Knickerbocker Arena, became MVP Arena last January. So we've had our share of name changes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So anyway, they had that news come out. And on Friday, the news came out that Coyotes players have been told that they're relocating, that the franchise is relocating to Utah starting next season. And I guess the news has come out over the last 24 hours. The AP is reporting that the franchise, the Coyotes sale, will go to the Utah Jazz owner, Ryan Smith, not Ryan Smith of the NHL, but Ryan Smith, the owner of the Utah Jazz. He and his wife are purchasing the franchise for $1 billion and relocating them to Salt Lake City for next season. Now, there is a contingency in the deal. And if Alex Murillo, who is the current owner of the Coyotes, if he gets a new arena built in Arizona in the next 5 years, Arizona will be awarded an expansion franchise in the next decade, sometime in the next decade, because the NHL is going to try to expand again. Yeah, I facepalmed too. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?"
Gary Bettman, what the hell are you smoking?
Give me this camera. Give me this. No, well, actually, push a button and then give me this camera, because I got something to say to Gary Bettman.
Sit down, Gary Bettman. Say it.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, Gary Bettman. All right. Let Phoenix go. This wild goose chase or white whale chase you've been doing over the last almost 3 decades now. I'm sorry, going on 4. Ever since the mid-90s when they relocated the Winnipeg Jets, the OG Winnipeg Jets.
Yes.
To Phoenix. And I get why you want to keep the Coyotes in Phoenix. It's the 7th largest media market in the United States. You want to try to make it work. Diamondbacks have made it work in Major League Baseball. The Suns have made it work over the last 6 decades in Phoenix. Cardinals, jury's still out.
Yeah.
But the Coyotes, you have not made it work. You've gone through, I think, 4 different ownership groups, including the one that had Wayne Gretzky, who also coached the team for you. And they've gone into bankruptcy, and the league has taken over ownership of the Coyotes before you find a real owner. And then they got kicked out of Glendale. They're now playing a 5,000-seat arena on the campus of Arizona State University. That should have been your ending. 5,000 seats. They're playing in an ECHL barn. I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, the Cool Insuring Arena in Glens Falls, which is about half an hour north of me, has just as many seats in that barn.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So that should have been your indicator to say, okay, we give up. We give up on Arizona. We can't make it work. And also, I was watching the RP show on Friday or Thursday, and they had homie. It's our homie. They had John Shannon, who's a legendary NHL reporter in Canada. I believe it was Sportsnet for a long time.
Yeah.
He says, what is the primary factor of the Arizona Coyotes not working in Arizona? They don't put a winning team on the ice. I can probably count on my one hand and maybe 2 fingers on the other how many winning teams have been in Arizona since they moved there in 1996.
The last winning team I remember in Arizona is the one that beat the Blackhawks in 2013 in the playoffs. That's the last team I remember.
No, the last team I remember. The other last team I remember is the one that went to the Western Conference Final in 2012.
Yeah.
They beat Nashville. And they met the Kings in the Western final. They got beat, I think, in 5 games, if I remember correctly.
They got smoked by the Kings.
And they were also in the bubble in 2020. Like they were part of the qualifying round.
How the hell did that happen?
Well, weird rules. They wanted to get things going there. But listen,
comment.
Gary Bettman, you've done a lot of good things for the NHL in your time as commissioner.
This ain't
the
one.
Next best. And it took him. I'll give him credit where credit's due. I didn't like him at first, but he's been good for this league. And he's actually number one in my commissioner power rankings. Still number one. Not for long, because he can't let this go. He cannot let the Sun Belt area Phoenix market go. He doesn't want to let it go. And I'm surprised that the city of Phoenix or the state of Arizona has not put a restraining order on you, because you can't let Arizona go. Sir, if the last 25 years plus is an indication of how this market does not work, then I don't know how to get into your brain that says to say, dude, move on. Let them go. Let the Coyotes franchise go to Utah. Don't worry about what happens with this billionaire owner who, I don't know, for some reason the league can't seem to get a stable footing in that market.
Cash in your chips, man. You got $1 billion. Cash in your chips.
Exactly. And I know the NHL is looking to expand. They got a few franchises. They got a few cities out there who want a team. Houston wants a team. The Fertittas want a team in Houston. Kansas City is looking for a third major team to go in their market next to the Chiefs and the Royals. And the Royals, I understand, are moving to downtown. They're moving to downtown Kansas City.
They're moving to downtown Kansas City. I can confirm that because I got a talking to about that from some of the folks at Kauffman Stadium when my wife surprised me with a stadium visit there.
And Atlanta, I guess, is also looking for a new.
No,
they're looking for an entry back.
Hell no.
Markets, man. What can I tell you? Media markets. What can I tell you?
Bishop Bullwinkle, should they put another hockey NHL team in Atlanta?
Woo! Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Continue.
So listen, Commissioner Bettman, I get it. You're trying to make Phoenix work. You've been trying to make Phoenix work for the last 3 decades plus. 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now we're entering the 2020s. The 4th decade in a row. I'm sorry. This is a loss. Take the L. Let the Coyotes move. And let's look at a market that can support the NHL.
In other words, take this.
Yep. You've got emerging markets. You got emerging markets who want the NHL they want the NHL in their cities. They're willing to put billions upon billions of dollars to make it work. But this experiment in Arizona, it needs to end. Now get up.
I love it. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Thank you.
Okay. 13 days from now, the Albany Fireboys will begin their AFL season. The AFL is back in 13 days, and I'm so excited about that. I miss the Arena Football League.
Me too. I mean, last year we got robbed, absolutely robbed of our team because of a certain clown who was in and taking ownership of that team.
No comment.
Yeah. And
no comment.
Yeah, I didn't even go to a game last year. I usually go as a member of the media, doing photography, doing videography. Last year, something inside me just said,
"Don't do it.
No,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do not push that button.
But shameless plug. If you go watch or listen to Saturday's No Credentials Required, I had team president Jeff Levac on, and we talked about the Firebirds,
which was awesome because I watched it, which was awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, if you're listening, I want an interview with you on my show as well because I love arena football.
I'll see if I can get you in touch.
I appreciate it.
But this is huge. This is huge. It's bringing back memories. It's bringing back nostalgia of those teams that dominated the Albany market. I mean, Albany's in the Capital Region period's in a good place right now with their teams because teams are winning right now.
Yeah.
Adirondack Thunder. They, I believe, as of this recording, they currently lead the ECHL North Division. They have since basically they've led from wire to wire. Albany Firewolves in the playoffs for the National Arena League.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Firebirds are coming back. Oh, don't forget Albany going to the semifinals of FCS this year.
Yep.
And Siena College just hired Jerry McNamara from Syracuse to be head coach of their men's basketball team. So Capital Region's in a good place right now for professional and college sports, primarily basketball. And we just hosted the women's regional final,
which was madness.
And we sold it out. Much to the chagrin of Rebecca Lobo, Doug Gottlieb.
13,888 all 4 days.
Much to the chagrin of Rebecca Lobo, Doug Gottlieb, and some writer from the Washington Post.
Who had the nerve to say there's nothing to do in Albany. Speaking of the Northeast, Mr. Dan Hurley, 2-time national champion, has an unconventional recruiting method. How unconventional we're talking about.
So, interestingly enough, I saw this article on Outkick, and basically it detailed in an interview with CBS Sports of what Dan Hurley does to recruit players. Okay. And one of the things he looks at is the household, is the household of the kid he goes to recruit. He wants to make sure that whoever he recruits has very stable household, has accountable parents, first of all.
Nice.
And I'll read a quote and get the button ready. I'll quote some of the article. So, and this is what he said.
He said, quote,
"There are measurable talents you have to have: the height, the speed, the skill set. But we spent a lot of time really focusing on parents. Are they going to be fans of their son, or are they going to be parents? Are they going to hold them accountable? Have an expectation that when something goes wrong, it's not the coach's fault? That their son's got to work harder, he's got to do more, he's got to earn that role. But there's more." He added, hit the button.
Oops, wrong one. Quote.
Have they played on 7 different travel teams? Have they transferred to 4 or 5 different high schools? When you talk to the parents in the recruiting process, are they constantly complaining about the coaches after a bad game? Or are you having a conversation where their son has got to do more, got to play harder, he's got to work on his skills? They tell on themselves. They drop hints. You've got the wrong type of people around the inner circle of your players, they'll sink your program.
Close quotes. I believe that deserves a little. That, man, hearing a quote like that, where you focus on the family and not on the skill, that deserves a little bit of this. that deserves that, because Coach Hurley is using all of the old school values and concentrating on the family instead of just the student.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic. I love it.
Yep.
More coaches ought to do that. John Calipari, are you listening?
No, he ain't.
And then they stay, and then they stay. I know he ain't staying. I know he ain't listening. He moved to Arkansas. Hello.
Yeah.
I know he ain't staying. Dadgummit. Because and oh man, that's how Gino Auriemma does it. Lisa Bluter. And why am I naming these coaches? Because they've done it. I mean, hell, Connecticut women's basketball, 6 undefeated seasons. All right, we just saw one.
UConn men's basketball, back-to-back national championships, and I think they'll go back to back.
I believe it too. I believe it too. I'm not even going to do a bracket. I'm just going to say Connecticut's going to win the national title next year. I believe it's in San Antonio. If you'll confirm that for me with a little bit of live research. I believe it's in I might be wrong. I believe it's in San Antonio. I'm old. I may not know it, but Dan Hurley is going old school. Dan Hurley went old school. Period.
Yep, San Antonio.
It's in
2020. And 2026 is in Indianapolis, and 2027 is in Detroit.
And we're going to make
Are
them
you
all.
sure you want to? Are you sure you want to move out west?
Listen, with what I plan to do, charter flight, baby, first class. People think I'm crazy. Give me this camera. I know this is unscheduled, but give me this camera. People think I'm crazy at age 51 for me to say the things I do when it comes to building this empire. But what do I always close the show with? Dream big, do bigger. By the time 27 gets here, we will be taking a chartered flight to wherever the Final Four is, wherever the Super Bowl is. Hell, if I can help it, we'll take a chartered flight to Santa Clara. And every other Super Bowl, Final Four, Women's Final Four, we'll double cover it and all that. I'm here for all this. There you go. Because, like you, I am sick and tired of people saying you can't do anything. Damn it. Who says? Who says? All right. Shameless plug. You're hosting a draft special soon, are you not?
Yeah. So on next Monday, my buddy Dan from South Florida and I, we're going to do we're going to recap so far the offseason from the New York Jets with free agency. And we're also going to do a mock draft, however many rounds. So,
so we're 7 rounds. 7 rounds of madness. Oh
yeah,
boy.
Yeah. And I'll just put it this way. I haven't done a whole lot of research yet because, again, I've been focusing on hockey, focusing on the podcast, been focusing on baseball now. Now it's baseball. I mean, not the New Jersey Devils season.
We're on to baseball.
Yeah, we're on the baseball. I'll say this: the New York Jets, they let me down this year. The New Jersey Devils, they let me down harder this year because I was expecting them to go to the Stanley Cup final this year. Like I had that kind of hope that they would put it together, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. Now the New York Yankees, I'm positive Pete about them. I'm positive Pete. They just won in 2 out of 3 in Cleveland. So
yeah, but it's Cleveland. Who cares? I'm saying that about Cleveland. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that about Cleveland because I can't stand the Cleveland Guardians. I'm sorry.
The Cleveland baseball, the Cleveland baseball team.
Just like the Washington football team, right?
Yes. Good Lord.
Thank you. You share the same feelings I do.
And with the 3rd overall selection in the NFL draft, the Washington Commanders select another rebrand. You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you for that. I might have to ask you to repeat it later this week. Because we know you can come up with even greater ones. So I might ask you to repeat it this week. Oh dear Lord.
Well, hopefully I'm not that busy at work this week. So we'll see.
I love it. Ryan McCarthy joining us here as he does every Monday here on Snowman in the Morning. I thank you, my friend, very, very much. Let's do it again next week.
Yes, sir.
Hey, where are you going? We're telling you, don't touch that dial. We got the second hour of Snowman in the Morning coming up on Snowman Multimedia, Comey Media, and WJKS.
Is growing a local business online simple? You bet it is. Capture new leads conversationally, convert those leads into sales, turn those customers into positive reviews, and then reactivate those customers into repeat buyers. That's exactly what Power Brand Systems does to consistently generate new leads for your business.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
The f is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
We're at the top of the second hour. Snowman along with the Big Dawg and Victor Locke. And I think tomorrow we're gonna bring back the random musings of
Victor.
And I hate you, Cole Johnson, for that. All right, I'm just saying.
I love you, Cole Johnson, for doing that.
It makes me laugh because it makes me laugh every time.
Exactly.
All right, y'all are gonna hate me for this.
Oh crap!
Oh boy.
With the NBA playoffs set.
Okay.
While we were in pre-show, I had another comment sent to me.
Oh, God.
And my response to that comment, yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. Forever and ever. Amen.
Here we go.
I got nothing for this.
You will in a moment. You will in a moment.
No.
But first, this message.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
God help me, I need to go to church more with this.
Just don't go to the city fifth.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me do it again.
This moment of bronzexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
How much more Tylenol am I going to need?
A lot.
Crap.
A lot.
All right, Snowman, hit us with it.
Let's go.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
If this was the gift you had for us, I hope to God you kept the receipt because we need to return it.
Yeah.
I have the receipt.
Thank God. All right. Let's deal with this stupidity.
Okay. I hide something. And then something was shown to me.
Please tell me you did not peruse social media for this.
No.
It perused him.
Yeah, this one found me. This one found me. See, there's an idiot. Give me this camera. There's an idiot by the name of Geeked Sosa.
Nice name.
I won't even provide y'all the picture. I will just describe it to the best of my ability for my crew and for the folks listening on radio.
Okay.
There was a picture of you know who. And there's a list of all-time assists in the regular season. Stockton, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, and you know who's fourth.
Who cares?
Now I'm going to hurt my voice and my brain by reading this. This makes me sick. I was looking for Michelle Jorbum, a.k.a. the ball hog, non-passing, you know the final word. Selfish, arrogant narcissist, non-team player, stat patter. I bet that's why young players from the Wizards was ready to beat him up.
Stop.
Oh.
Stop. No.
Time.
No.
Is called.
No. We're not going to do this. We're not playing this game. Snowman?
Yes, sir.
Remember that play that ended up cementing the Bulls winning the championship? Wasn't it Michael Jordan passing it to one John Paxson?
And Steve Kerr. Mm-hmm.
But he's a ball hog, right? He's a ball hog, right?
And of course, I'm responding to this.
Oh, for God's sake.
I can't take much more of the stupidity of bronzexuals. I just got hit this morning with a nuclear bomb from the moronic Republic of Cowboys Nation. Why did I be protected with a sniper shot from the bronzexuals? What's going on here?
And he capitalizes saying the worst vet ever. He refused to pass the basketball. Give me this button. I'll stay on the. He refused to pass the basketball.
That was a lie.
What type of bull
bleep?
Michael had this philosophy, and he said this multiple times. If I give it to you, shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If I pass it to you, shoot the ball. If you cannot get it to me, shoot the ball.
Shoot the ball.
What? I'm sorry. It's just like I can't take this. I can't take this. What are these people drinking this morning?
Last I knew, Jordan played 1,072 games in his career, averaging 30.1 points, 6.2 rebounds per game, and 5.3 assists per game.
Mm-hmm.
Ball hog my ass.
LeBron's the ball hog.
This guy's name is Geeked. Don't geeks know numbers?
Apparently he doesn't. Of course, I responded and said a couple things. Like, LeBron's not good at basketball. He sucks at the game. He doesn't know how to do anything well. He never will know how to do anything well. And you know what I'm going to say that's really going to piss some people off?
Go ahead.
LeBron James' 20-year career was a waste. Waste of time and a waste of space.
I agree.
Waste
and a
of
waste
time
of money.
and a waste of money and a waste of marketing and a waste of everything. Everything.
You want to know why LeBron has more stats than Michael?
He's played longer.
He's played nearly 400 more games.
And here's the other thing that gets to me. Here's the other thing that gets to me whenever I hear stuff like this. Do people not realize that Mike took, what, a 2-year hiatus?
Yep.
Roughly.
Retired, went to play baseball for 2 years, and for most of us, went to go fight space aliens alongside Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes.
Gotta love that.
All about
Came
that
back.
Space Jam.
Came back to the NBA and redominated.
And regained his throne.
Yep.
Ball
LeBron takes 2 weeks off, and the league passed him by.
The league passed him. Give me this damn camera. The league passed him by before he came in the league. Oops. There. That's that.
Oh, my God. They don't quit.
Now shut up, you stupid-ass bronzexuals. Oh, give me this camera back. And by the way, get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
Back in a minute.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the Bronze God.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
The Is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Oh, for the love of God, it's too hard to take anything Wise says serious being a Yankee fan.
The incomparable Wise El Jefe.
Screw New York.
We're not even a month into baseball season, folks. And already the bad blood has spilled.
I don't think the bad blood ever quits.
No, it don't. And I know I'm going to hear about it later.
We love you, Wise, dearly.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
All right. To the NBA we go. And the play-in tournament is set. I'm not even going to discuss the first round. I just want to do the play-in tournament.
Okay.
Why? Because there are some interesting matchups, and then there are some dog matchups. Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia 76ers, as the 7th seed, play the Miami Heat as the 8th seed. The winner of that is the 7th seed, and they play the New York Knicks.
Okay, so with this one, you either have MBNex taking on New York. Or you get the march back to the promised land with the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat did end up going to the final.
I'm pulling for Miami.
I am too.
I want them to kick the ever-loving out of Philadelphia.
I just don't see the speed on Philly's side as I do with Miami.
I mean, yesterday they got rid of the Brooklyn mess, and the Brooklyn mess will never make the playoffs again.
No, they will not.
Ever.
Nope.
Ever. I said it, and I mean it. Now, Joel Embiid, I'm sorry.
No.
Save that for tomorrow's opening.
Okay. Joel Embiid,
Yeah, don't do it.
Snowman, it's for tomorrow's opening.
All right.
If we're gonna call people that, there's a few other names to add to that list.
Yeah, I just did one of them last
You
segment.
did one earlier.
Yep. I'll put
I
Stephen
hope
A.
that he
Smith on
kicked.
that.
I hope that he kicked
Please
the piss
do.
out of mine. I hope that he kicked the piss out of Philadelphia.
I do too.
I know JJ's going to get mad at me for saying that, but there's inconsistencies with the 76ers, i.e.
Way too many.
Joel Embiid.
Yes.
It's bad when your team inconsistencies is one player.
He does not have it upstairs. We've said that before, and it's still a thing.
And they're
Everyone
going
has
to
made
get
excuses.
blown to smithereens.
Everyone has made excuses for why Joel Embiid has not made it.
Mm-hmm.
The last one left to LA to join the Clippers.
Yep. We'll get to them later.
But the problem is, old Sharman wasn't the biggest problem Philadelphia had.
True. That's the messed up part. That's the messed up part. Is that's true?
Yeah. You know what the real problem is with Philadelphia? His name is
Glass.
Daryl Morey.
That too.
Yeah.
His name is Daryl Morey. Now, 9th and 10th game. The Bulls in Atlanta at the United Center, and Atlanta's going to get smashed.
I'm hesitant on that, depending on what version of Trae Young shows up.
Yeah.
I'm not hesitant
I
at
love
all.
my Bulls, but I don't want them to limp. I don't want them to limp and fumble and agony. Just get put down.
The problem is it doesn't matter who the hell wins that game. They're running into the buzzsaw that is Boston.
Exactly.
Well, actually, the winner of that game has to play another one against the loser of 7 and 8. So
yeah, so it will probably be the Bulls versus the Sixers.
These two of these teams are guaranteed at least another game.
Yeah. So it's
even still, if it's Bulls Sixers, they're going to run into a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sixers are going to run into a buzzsaw, and they're going to get blown to smithereens a second time.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I'm sorry.
It
No,
could be
that
Atlanta taking on
won't
the
happen.
Sixers.
The Sixers will wind up winning, and they get to where do they
Sixers,
go? They get to
Sixers would end up. Yeah, Sixers get Boston.
Sixers will get
and
Boston.
the Boston Celtics will sweep them.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
The Boston Celtics will sweep them
without question.
4 and 5 is Cleveland versus Orlando. Yeah, who cares? 3-6 goes
that's bathroom break.
3-6 goes Bucks, Pacers, and I have an upset.
You got the Pacers? Take it?
Milwaukee goes down. Milwaukee goes down.
Oh.
Reason? Doc Rivers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I don't see it being cleaned by Indiana. If it goes anything, I say it goes full series.
Nope. Yeah. It'll go 5 games. No, 6, because I want them to win.
6.
I want them to win at the new Market Square Arena and blow them out in the process. Next, wait for the winner of the 7-8 game.
That would be another bathroom break. That's another bathroom break.
All these first rounds are going to be a bathroom break.
More likely.
All these first rounds are going to be a bathroom break.
I might watch the Bulls Hawks game simply because it's the Bulls.
True. I might cover that game. It depends on day and time.
So I'll watch that game, but
it depends on day and time.
The rest of this round they can have it. I mean, Cleveland and Orlando, who gives a
Thank you.
Orlando wins in 4.
Yep.
More likely.
That's what I'm thinking. Because Cleveland ain't got it anymore. I love you, Donovan Mitchell.
Pacers.
When the hell did Cleveland ever have it?
Apparently 2010 through 2007 through 2018.
Some people will say 2016 too.
Ooh, don't make me bristle, Victor.
I know. I already know because I got it too.
Whoa.
Side note, after that miracle happened in 2016, I don't think Victor ever heard me unleash a cuss-filled rant than he did the next day.
You know what?
You were pissed during the show the next day.
You know what got to me about that 2016 thing was just the fact I checked every referee and I'm like, I'm certain Earl Hebner's here somewhere. This has Montreal screw job all over again.
It was a major screw job. More on that later. To the Western Conference. 9-10 goes Kings Warriors in Sacramento, and I got the Warriors winning that game.
Yeah, I can see the Warriors.
Yeah, I see that.
We kept saying this is going to be a Western Conference a championship game in the near future.
Yep.
Warriors and Kings.
Warriors and Kings. Western Conference championship. It'll happen. All right, that's 9-10, and we're all picking the Warriors to win that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
7-8 goes Pelicans, Lakers. Dear
Who cares?
Lord.
Okay.
Who the hell cares?
I know.
Inconsistent Zion Williamson against a more inconsistent LeBron James.
I know.
I just cussed. I'm sorry.
I know that this is not going to happen. But wouldn't it be grand if the Pelicans beat the Lakers in the play?
It's in New Orleans.
I would love to see. I'd love to see that.
Can we put that in the Superdome just for money's sake? In front of 60,000, seeing LeBron James lose.
I'll do you one better. Zion Williams gets a triple double, and we say goodbye to Los Angeles.
I would love that.
The winner of that is the 7th seed. They'll face the world champion Nuggets, and that'll be a sweep.
Yep.
If the Lakers lose, they get to face the Warriors in San Francisco.
Right.
And the Warriors will kick every bit of their asses.
I'd love to see that.
Steph Curry puts up 45.
The Splash Brothers return. How about that?
Okay.
I'm in.
I'm in.
The Splash Brothers return. Winner of that is the 8th seed, and they face the top-seeded, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Where in the world have I been? that OKC is the number 1 seed?
First time they had a triple up top.
Listen,
man.
OKC is the number 1 seed, and should they face the Warriors, OKC goes down.
Okay.
When the hell was the last time OKC was in the lead of the division when they had Westbrook and Durant?
2012.
Yeah. Yeah.
Westbrook and Durant.
Actually, 2016. Westbrook Durant. 2016 in the West Finals.
Okay.
2016 in the West Finals.
Okay.
So it's been
4-5 goes. Oh, 4-5, I'll tell you right now, is a snooze fest. Clippers, Mavericks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turning.
I'm gonna fall asleep on old Sharman over there. I got Dallas in a sweep.
I got Dallas in a sweep.
Dallas.
I got Dallas.
You either got Kyrie Herbal Tea or Sharman Harden. Pick your poison.
Can we give both teams an L?
Scoreless tie.
Can we just kick both teams out? Can we do this for the next series also? Timberwolves and Suns.
I want anarchy, scoreless tie. You both go
out.
I
want anarchy. I want anarchy. Kick the Clippers out. Kick the Mavericks out. Kick the Timberwolves, the Suns, the Pelicans, the Lakers, and the Kings. And let's just get to the Western Conference semifinals. Okay? Let's just have one Western Conference semifinal with the Nuggets and the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And the Warriors beat them, and they go up against OKC in the West Finals. I want anarchy, damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all woke up this morning and chose violence.
Yes, we did.
You're darn right.
I want problems. I don't want.
I want a ton of anarchy.
Problems.
Let's go back to the East. I want total anarchy. Atlanta, get out of here. Sixers and Heat, both of y'all gone. Okay. Well, actually, can't do that because we got to have a 7th seed and 8th seed. So give Miami the 7th seed and give the Bulls the 8th seed. The other two, you don't have to play. We're kicking you out right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goodbye. See you next year for your NBA Cup berth.
Dear God, I feel like we've got Angel Hernandez working these games here.
As a matter of fact, Sixers, you're going to the NBA Cup. Hawks, you're going to the NBA Cup. Orlando, Cleveland, both you're going to NBA Cup. LA, Pelicans, you both to the NBA Cup. Suns, Timberwolves, you're to the NBA Cup. Clippers, you don't even get to go to the NBA Cup. You're that bad. Mavericks to the NBA Cup. Only teams I'm seeing that need to be here are the Bulls, the Kings, the Warriors, OKC, Boston, Denver, and the Knicks. The rest of y'all to the NBA Cup with you.
I wasn't kidding when I said we woke up and chose violence this morning.
Let's cut the field down.
Victor?
Yes.
I have one request.
Okay.
Do that again, kind sir. Please.
Okay. Start from the top.
Yep.
Sixers to the NBA Cup with you. Hawks to the NBA Cup with you. Pacers, I'll keep you around. Bucks to the NBA Cup with you. Cleveland, Orlando to the NBA Cup with you. You're not good enough. Lakers, Pelicans to the NBA Cup with you. You both suck. KD, I'm sorry. I used to like you when you were with the Warriors and even with the OKC, but now to the NBA Cup with you. Timberwolves to the NBA Cup with you. I'm making a change. Kyrie, Sharman, both of you. You're not even good enough for the NBA Cup. You guys get out of here.
Go hit the golf course.
Go fishing.
Go fishing and catch nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Go catch a beat down in the water.
Which leaves the only teams that really matter, which is the Bulls, Denver, New York, the Warriors, the Kings, OKC, and Boston. And I'm pretty sure Wise like Boston to the NBA Cup with you.
Screw you, Wise, and screw New York. Come after my Celtics, boy.
I'm crying over here from laughter.
And we'll keep the heat too.
Oh my gosh!
Because you guys were the runner-up in the last series. Because if you didn't, to the NBA Cup with you.
For those ugly jerseys they have to the NBA Cup with them.
Oh dear me!
With them ugly courts.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it too. I think
those courts hurt my eyes. Listen, those courts hurt my eyes, and I got 4 of them. Okay,
I think
those courts hurt my eyes.
I just have with the play-in round. Whoever loses the play-in round, they get a berth in the NBA Cup. That's what you get. You're just that bad. You don't deserve to be part of the Larry O'Brien conversation. Just go to the NBA Cup. And LeBron, you definitely need to be that first round berth to the NBA Cup.
Woo! Lord have mercy. And this is the first show at 8 a.m.
Oh, dear God. The rest of these are going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Victor woke up and chose violence. Lots of it.
All I got to say to that is, what up, brother?
I want all the problems today. I deal with Moana Republic this morning.
Call me now for your free reading. No, I'm sorry. Back after this.
Oh, God.
I need to generate more leads from your website, Google, and your social channels without having to spend money on ads? Our platform provides you with an easy-to-use communication stream that sucks in free leads from your website, Google, Facebook, and Instagram, enabling you to reply and convert them into customers from your computer or from our mobile app. We'll even turn your inbound calls into text message conversations, so you'll never miss another lead again. Once you've converted a satisfied customer, you can shoot them a Google review request with a click of a button, which will explode your positive reviews and increase your position in search engines. The system will also pull new reviews from Google and Facebook right into your conversation stream, where you can read and reply. Jumpstart your business by getting started today.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
The is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Have y'all not had fun this morning? We've been all over the place today. Don't forget.
Kidding.
Yeah, we've been everywhere this morning. Don't forget, the WNBA draft coverage is live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. The first pick will drop at 7:30. The boys and I will be here to break down the picks of everyone, and we'll have both rounds of the WNBA draft. That is tonight.
You better be here.
You better be here. You better be here. Speaking of being here, there's someone every Monday morning that closes out our show, and he's here. Let's go. Woo! It's been a weekend, and Jay Spivey is here to help us close out our morning. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
Good morning, fellows. How are you doing?
Good morning.
What up, Jay?
The WNBA draft is tonight. We all know who's being picked first, but this is the thing I want to lead off with our friend Jay Spivey. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and it will translate to the WNBA, period.
Oh, without question. I mean, she's everywhere. I mean, her popularity is unmatched right now, pretty much in sports.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was just on Saturday Night Live Saturday night.
Yep.
She's been all over the place for the draft. She just had the Final Four the last weekend. I mean, she's everywhere. She's literally. I mean, I know there's some great players in the WNBA, and there are going to be some great players in the Olympics, but she's right now the face of women's basketball, women's sports, and really sports right now. But as popular as women's basketball is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen, and I've covered women's basketball for a long time. I've covered it almost 30 years, and I have never seen women's basketball this popular. And in fact, I've been covering since 1993 when Cheryl Swoops surprised everybody. Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Miller. We can go down the line. The popularity has been there, but not like this.
Not anywhere close. I've never seen. I mean, there are players that have been popular and popped up here and there, but I mean, when have you ever seen anybody in the WNBA or women's college basketball on Saturday Night Live? I mean,
No,
seriously.
Never.
You don't.
Never seen it.
Never.
Nope.
You really don't see athletes on SNL. Period. Really, let alone from women's basketball.
And I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but teams are already changing. The WNBA teams are already kind of changing their schedules. I saw where the Las Vegas is changing their arena to a much larger arena to take in all the people that are coming in for the Fever game.
Thomas and Mack. That's all I can say.
They're going to go from a 12,000 seat arena to a 20,000 seat arena.
Mm-hmm.
I made mention of this last week. 36 of the 40 Fever games are going to be nationally televised.
That's correct. That is correct. Yep.
And all 40 of them are going to be covered by
years from any WNBA team.
No, you haven't. Not even the Houston Comets, and they won the first 4 championships. Exactly. Not even the Houston Comets, who were insanely popular in the late 90s.
Yes, they sure were.
They won 4 consecutive titles to start the league. And then it's unfortunate that they have dissolved since then.
Mm-hmm.
But the Houston Comets were the opening dynasty of the WNBA, and they were insanely popular.
Very.
You mentioned Caitlin Clark, and it's tenfold, man.
What I don't get is, listen, she's going to have her struggles. She's human. She is.
Of course.
Well, there's going to be growing pains.
She's going to have to make some adjustments, just like any pro player in any sport. But I mean, some of these comments I've seen about her just simply amaze me. They're just, some of them are basically racist, and you can't play, and she's going to have to improve a lot, and she doesn't deserve to be all this attention. This, I mean, it goes on and on and on. I don't understand it.
That is something that does concern me, because we all know that when you go from college to the league, whether it's NBA, NFL, in WNBA, there's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some adjustments you need to make. Do you think that if she does struggle this coming year, will there be a lot more of that vitriol that you were just speaking about, Mr. Spivey? Do you think it will be even stronger
I think
than
that's
before?
Quite possible, but I do hope this. And I saw, I guess it was Lisa Leslie that said that she hoped she made the Olympic team. And I 100% wholeheartedly agree with it. Even if she's the last player on the team and the last player on the bench, she needs to be on that team for marketing purposes to promote women's basketball, because her popularity right now is unmatched.
It's unbelievable.
I don't care if there is a player better than she is that can make the Olympic team. She should be on the Olympic team.
Oh, she should. Certainly should be. She should.
And NBC should cover every game whenever they have the American team is playing. They should play prime time.
Mm-hmm. They should.
For sure.
I'm covering the Indiana Fever via alternative play-by-play for all 40 games. I've already made that decision, and I think I consciously made that decision when they reached the Final Four. Let's go back to the Elite Eight for just a second. You know the stupidest thing that I've ever seen? You're going to have a player that popular or popular as Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese,
right,
in an Elite Eight matchup, and only 13,000 people? I mean, the arena was sold out for all 4 days.
Well, we've had this argument for weeks, fellas. I mean,
yeah, we have.
It should not have been. Those two cities should not have been hosting regional finals.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, that's mismanagement.
Albany and Portland had no business hosting those finals.
None.
Those games, the The Albany game should have been in the Garden.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Is that why couldn't you have this in the Mecca? Why don't you have a game of this magnitude in one of the grandest stadiums of them all?
Why can't you have this in the 4 largest markets? 3 of them being New York, Los Angeles, and of course, Victor, Chicago.
Yeah.
Why can't they have it in the 3 of the 4 largest markets? And then the 4th market, you just pick a big arena and you can put it in there and it will easily sell out, especially with the popularity of women's basketball because of Caden Park.
We have way outgrown this thing they've done the last couple of years of playing in 2 cities for the regional finals.
Yes.
Way outgrown.
We have.
I understand that this year might be an outlier. I get that. But they should have moved the Final Four from Cleveland.
They should have.
You can't tell me, and I made this argument on the show. You mean to tell me they couldn't make a quick move from Cleveland to Indianapolis?
Move to Indianapolis just 1 year and let Cleveland have it next year, whenever the next available date is.
Right.
Whatever. But
because you're never going to.
I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of people that I know very well who supposedly know something about sports who say, no, there would be thousands of seats available if they played in Phoenix like the men did. I just disagree with that.
I disagree with that also. You could put the Final Four for the women in State Farm Stadium, and you will, I guarantee you, get a 70,000 attendance figure.
Yeah. I mean, look at every game she played this year. People were lying down the street to see her.
I mean, you could have put this game in the home of the Vikings, and they would have sold that place
U.S.
out.
Bank.
Oh, yes.
U.S. Bank. Every large stadium, U.S. Bank, State Farm.
You put in UC.
Superdome
in New York, man. Why couldn't they play it there? Why couldn't they play the women's Final Four? You want to talk about a Mecca, Victor? This has been a Mecca since 1982. The Superdome in New Orleans.
Yeah.
What about in Atlanta?
Anytime.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Anytime.
How crazy would that have been if they were to have made a quick move to Atlanta, which was supposed to host the men tournament in 2020, but the women get it? Man, you mean to tell me they won't have 70,000 people? Forget that. I believe they will.
Oh, they would have had more.
They
probably would have had more. It would have been SRO.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It would have been SRO.
Honestly, they could have played this in Phoenix if the weather was good enough in the outdoor stadium in Glendale.
I know that TV viewers don't translate to people in the stands. I get that. But 2.1 million more people watch the women's final than the men's final.
Right. Yep. And the men's
and ESPN screwed up by playing the game at 3:00 like they did last year.
They screwed it up royally.
They should have played Sunday night.
It should have been at least a 7:00 game.
If they had played
it should have been a 7:00 game.
They'd have well over 20 million people watch that game.
It should have been a primetime game.
Now, I get the fact that ESPN didn't want to go up against baseball or the NBA, but screw it. Why not?
Well,
I mean, send a message.
Listen, I love baseball. I'm sure you guys do too. But the way they cover baseball, they frankly ignore it anyway over there.
True.
I mean, they really do. I mean, you watch it.
The majority contract,
and they ignore
the majority contract is the majority contract is ESPN, and they ignore baseball, like a few other people I know
all the time.
They ignore baseball.
It's not like they had a good matchup on that Sunday anyway. It was the Astros and the Rangers.
Yeah.
Last year, Jay and I talked about this 3 consecutive weeks to close the season.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they have 2 last place teams, the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees, hog Sunday Night Baseball?
Do it all the time.
Market.
Yeah. And I get
Market.
This is not just ESPN I'm talking about. This is all the networks that cover baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Dodgers are on every night.
Yes.
I mean, I understand the Ohtani effect and all the great players they have with Mookie and Freddie and Ohtani and everybody else they have. I get that. But they don't need to be on national TV every single night.
No, they don't.
And they've won one World Series in how many years?
Too many.
Yeah.
Was it 36 years? 1 in 36 years, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was the COVID, and that was
the
COVID
year. And they've done nothing since.
They've done they've been eliminated in the division series.
Unfortunately, it's just the market. Everyone wants to see the big market teams.
Yes. Snowman, how many times have we talked about the needless, continuous coverage of the Chicago Cubs, even now?
Oh dear God! Don't get me started.
And we can say it's
Don't
not
get
about the
me
talent;
started.
it's about the market.
I mean,
It's about the market.
The Fox on Saturday is going to be airing the Mets-Dodgers game.
Oh,
Here we go already.
Here we already. Thank you. What'd you say? Shane? Already.
Here we go already.
The Mets suck.
Yes.
But yet again, it's yet again it's the Shohei effect.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
In a big city like New York.
Yep.
So you get 2 for the price of 1. You get the Shohei effect, and you get it in the largest market in the country.
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, why do you think ESPN aired a lot of the Angels games when Shohei was playing for them?
Right.
And the Angels sucked, and they're going to suck even more this year.
And they are. You're right.
You're not wrong there.
It goes through the brand names. I mean, come on. We've been through LeBron Mania so many times. We know how this works in media. And it's not that much different in baseball.
Nope.
It's not that much different in any sport.
Just look at last night. Last night, ESPN covered the Padres and Dodgers.
Right.
Why?
Why? Who the hell cares about the Padres?
That's a 9-inning bathroom break if I've ever heard of one.
I've had a few of those early on this season.
No,
Jay Spivey joining us here on the program. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. But, man, the Padres and the Dodgers on Sunday Night Baseball, why?
No, there's no reason for it.
There's no reason whatsoever for that to happen.
There really isn't.
I mean, show the Orioles. I mean, the Orioles are going to be a dominant team for years.
Years to come.
Yep. I want to see them.
Show the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see them grow. I really want to see them grow.
Listen, they're not going to show Jackson Holiday. I'll guarantee you that. They're not going to show Jackson Holiday and what he can do.
They better.
They don't care.
Or Baltimore's going to riot. Baltimore's going to riot.
No, they're not. They're just going to win another division. They're going to win another division title and stick it in everybody's face.
They want to talk about the Cowboys and the Lakers all the time.
Oh God, please no. Please no.
Again, they're pandering to the markets.
I don't.
Yep.
I don't need that right now. I don't need Monarch Republic. I've just gotten over the Monarch Republic withdrawals.
Look, that's how we opened the show with that. I don't need it at the closing of the show. Okay.
I got
we had something. Here's what's bad, Jay. We had something scheduled at the top of the top of the show. We eventually got to it, but someone had to hit me with a message from the Moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation to get it started, and I had to vent and get it off my chest.
Good. I don't even know what
I had to get it off my chest. I had to get it off my chest, man.
Good. And I have no clue what you said, but I'm glad. Whatever you said, I'm glad you said it.
Right.
I had to get it off my chest, and Victor
I
made a
have never
comment.
seen a team do less with the amount of fanfare and publicity they get than the Dallas Cowboys.
And with the amount of talent they got, with the amount of talent they have done far less than any other team I've ever seen.
I mean,
and yet we are
so sick of hearing about what they're going to do with Dak Prescott. What has he ever won? What difference does it make?
You want to know what's bad? We even had a Dak Prescott moment during the NASCAR race I was covering yesterday.
How?
Because they were talking about people that were living I think, in Pioneer, Texas, which was Chris Bush's hometown. Dak Prescott being one of them. So I was like, dude, I don't want to get into Dak Prescott because we already do enough of that here.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was, and you know what? I don't have the post with me, but Jay, I want you to, I want to hear you laugh when I tell you what a moronic member said last week to close out the week. We had a member of the Moronic Republic say, quote, put Dak Prescott on the 49ers and he's a Super Bowl champion.
Oh.
Hashtag Purdy is overrated.
Please.
Close quote. We've talked about this ad nauseum, and this is how we open the show. Okay? You tell me how Brock Purdy is overrated.
And you gave it to me, which I didn't appreciate.
And then he showed me, and I'm shaking my head like, what?
Brock Purdy has far exceeded any expectation that he ever had in college or the NFL.
Yes. The man proved himself. As much as I don't like it, he proved himself. I gotta give credit where credit's due.
The man was
elite.
The man was 3 seconds away from going from Mr. Irrelevant to Mr.
Super Bowl champion.
Exactly.
Yes.
Listen, you know what? I've already made my prediction. I'll make it again here. A repeat performance in New Orleans.
And we're going to be there to cover it.
You're damn right we are.
On this time, he might end up being
both teams that played will make a repeat performance in New Orleans. I'm calling it right now.
Well, we're a week and a half away from the draft. I mean, it's going to be nonstop Cowboys.
Not here, it won't.
You're going to waste their time.
Are the Cowboys going to draft Dak's replacement?
No.
They got no choice. They got to find somebody.
Listen, are they going to be smart enough? Listen, are they going to be smart enough to draft Dak's replacement?
No,
well, they need to fill in some holes on their offensive line and defense that they don't have either. I mean, they did nothing in free agency. Nothing.
No, they did nothing last year in the draft.
How many times have we said that on the show?
Which made 7 shades of mad.
Wait, how many times have we said that on the show that they need to fix the offensive line? They still got to find a replacement for Tony Pollard.
Listen,
we've said it. We've said it too many times.
Yep, we said about the offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys, said it about the offensive line of the Chicago Bears, and dear God in heaven, help me, we said it about the Carolina Panthers.
And here's what aggravates me the most about the way the Cowboys did this free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Gerald Jack Daniel Jones sat there and proclaimed to everybody that would listen to him that the Cowboys were going all in come this year. They're going all in. So I guess all in meant they're going to put a penny for someone's thoughts because I don't see how else they did it all in.
They did nothing.
They did not.
AEW's all in?
NUFFIN. They did nothing.
Nothing.
I don't understand how this all in. So that's why I said they're pretty much going to be draft bound. They're only going to be doing stuff in the draft, but you only got a few picks.
I don't think the Cowboys will make the playoffs this coming season.
I don't either.
Because they've done nothing to fix their team.
But you better believe we're about 3 or 4 weeks away from the schedule coming out.
Yep.
You better believe they'll be on national TV 10 times.
At least.
Yeah,
minimum 10 times.
And you got the flex option. Good Lord.
And what's sad is I guarantee you at least 3 of the Cowboys games will either be Sunday or Monday night.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say about 5 or 7 of them will be Sunday or Monday night. Listen.
I'll say 4.
What ESPN is going to do, and I've seen this happen, they would feature the Cowboys over the defending world champions or the defending NFC champions. Mark my words.
Oh, NBC is going to show them 4 or 5 times itself.
Yep.
At least.
Yep. NBC is going to show the Cowboys. I would say at least 3 or 4 times it's going to be Sunday night. I think they may take a Monday night game.
What do you want about the Wednesday? One of the 2 Wednesday Christmas games will be the Cowboys.
Man,
I don't. You know what? I'll hedge that. I will hedge that, and I'll say it'll be the nightcap.
I don't know if
I'll
they
hedge
would
it
do
too.
if they would do the Christmas games only because their staple is usually the Thanksgiving games.
It doesn't matter. The NFL wants eyeballs. That doesn't matter.
Yep. Oh, geez.
If they want eyeballs, they better put San Fran going up against Philly again.
Right.
Man, that was a great.
Or Kansas City against Las Vegas.
Let's face it, guys. And I think I told you this a couple weeks ago. The Wednesday game on Christmas is not going to be an anomaly. They're going to start playing Wednesday games regularly.
Oh yeah.
And Tuesday games.
Tuesday and Wednesday games are going to be normal.
And they're going to be more, especially with streaming services. Streaming services will line up for billions of dollars to pay them for Tuesday, Wednesday games.
And Peacock. Okay, I will just go ahead and say it. I'll say what everybody was thinking when Peacock showed that Dolphins Chiefs game in the playoffs. That sucked.
Well, it's
not the game itself, but the presentation.
Well, it's going to be more to come. Get used to it. Well, I mean, just look, the game in Brazil on the Friday night in Brazil. That's going to be on Peacock.
Friday night in
the Eagles Packers game is going to be on Brazil and on Peacock.
Friday night in good.
The last thing I need for my birthday is a Cowboys game on Christmas. I just can't take that.
That would ruin.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
I'm probably not going to be mad. I'm going to be upset.
I won't be surprised.
And I'm a Cowboys fan, though. That's the thing. I'm a Cowboys fan. I just don't want them on Christmas.
But you're a rational thinking Cowboy fan. That's the difference.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch Le Bum play on Christmas Day than the Cowboys play on Christmas Day.
How many NFL fans do you know who are true Cowboys fans?
Very few.
Most of them are bandwagon fans.
Yeah. The rest of them can't even name a player on the team. Maybe Dak Prescott.
Absolutely not.
And I said something that rang a lot of nerves with Cowboy fans when I said CeeDee Lamb does not deserve to wear number 88.
No.
Boy, the vitriol that I got saying you can't say that about CD. I said it about Des Bryant.
I like CD. I don't
I'm
think
surprised
he's
Michael Irvin allowed it.
I said that about Des Bryant. After Michael Irvin wore 88, no one else needed to wear it again.
Absolutely.
You needed to retire
Michael
it
Irvin
twice.
allows it.
Yep.
Listen, you needed to retire it twice. One for Drew Pearson, one for Michael Irvin. No one else deserves to wear number 88 for the Cowboys. And CeeDee Lamb has sucked all kinds of water since he's been in the league. I'll say it out loud. CeeDee Lamb has sucked all kinds of water. I can't say it the other way. My wife.
I know. He's
been in the league.
I like CeeDee Lamb, but I don't think he should be 88.
No.
You could get
truly, you think about it. I mean, I'm amazed that Pearson let Irvin wear it. I mean, Michael Irvin was a great player, but so was Drew Pearson.
True.
Michael Irvin should have wore the number he wore in college, which of course was 47. Mm-hmm. He wore that.
The NFL wouldn't have allowed that.
True. Very true. But
and don't forget, Irvin played before they allowed the change in numbers for receivers too.
Yes.
So he would have had to have an 80s number.
But still, Pearson allowed Irvin to wear 88, and 88 made it. And listen, Michael Irvin made it happen wearing number 88.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. End of story. Should have been retired then for two people, Drew Pearson and Michael Irvin. And we got to go. Jay Spivey joining us here on the program. Thank you very much, my friend. We'll talk to you in a week.
You're welcome. Take care.
The podcast version of this show will be available in about 10 minutes from now because all the editing will be completed and everything will be released on time. Who got me on that? My wife, my daughter.
Right.
My son even got in on the fun. Because my daughter Cheyenne kept saying, "Do your job, Pops." So Cheyenne, honey, I'm doing my job. Let's get out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. So long, everybody.